briefly, the different card types. So you've got basic, which basically means it's just the basic kind of flashcard that you're probably used to. The front is going to be the question, the back is going to be the answer. If you do basic and reverse card, what'll happen is that the front becomes the question, the back becomes the answer. But in addition to that, it'll make a second card that will make the back the question, and then the front is going to be the answer. So for example, if I said capital of France, the back would be Paris. And so this would be the question for one of them, and then Paris would be the answer in the other. But it will also make another card where the Paris is the front of the card, answer is going to be what used to be the front of the card. In medicine, where this can be particularly helpful is that in a test scenario, you might want to know either the condition's name or something about the condition. So let's say that I wanted to know presentation of an epidural hematoma. I might say epidural hematoma, what's the presentation? And then in the back, it would be the presentation. I might, however, also want to know, based on the presentation, what is the condition? Because that is oftentimes more what you're going to see in real life. They're not going to give you the condition's name and then ask you to describe it. They're actually going to describe the condition and then ask you about the name. And so knowing how to make effective reverse cards can be very, very helpful. Basic is, type an answer. Closed deletion is one where I'm not a huge fan of these, but the basic idea is that you'll say like Paris is the capital of France. And then you have the ability to create something where it's going to show you the answer. Paris is the capital of, and then I have to hit, so I clicked on the closed deletion and it created this blank space that now I'm going to use as a prompt to help me remember it. So is the capital of France. It's kind of this cute thing that people can use. The downside that I have found with closed deletions is that I tend to remember a lot of contextual clues. So if I have like a longer string of text, I might remember like, oh, okay, Paris is the capital of, and I might not think about that, but the text might be some sort of clue for me where I'm like, oh, the answer to this card is France. Even though I'm not actually remembering the actual information, it's just this thing that I've kind of memorized and I'm now regurgitating on a card. What I recommend to use is the basic and optional reverse card. And so you may want to make a reverse card or you may not. And so it's nice to have the option of making a reverse card or not. So for example, if I wanted to say capital of France, right, would be the front, and then the back would be Paris, right? If I leave this blank, then it will not add a reverse card. Whereas if I put Y for yes in the back, then it will make a reverse card. So it will give me the option of if I want to do this or not. So you can see now that there are two different cards here because I've added this Y. However, if I delete this, there are times when you're going to want to have only a forward card, and there are going to be times when you want to have a forward and a reverse card. For those, I actually think that in general, it's better to just default to basic and optional reverse card. What this will allow you to do is to always have the forward card. Let's say I wanted to say capital of USA, I would say Washington, DC. If I just add this, right, by itself, then it's only added a single card, right? You can see there's only one card here, and it is capital of USA, Washington, DC. Now, if I type Y here for yes, I don't know if you can actually type other letters here, but Y is the one that I've always defaulted to. So if you type Y here for add reverse, you see now how it's added a second card. So that second card is going to be Washington, DC is going to be the question, and then the answer is going to be the front, which is capital of USA. If you delete whatever it is that you typed here in order to make the reverse card, it doesn't actually delete the card, so you'll actually have to manually delete it by going to notes and delete. And so, but you can suspend this card if you want, if you don't want to use that. Because if they're linked, I think that if you delete one, it might actually delete the other one too. So that is the add function. The only other thing that I would add about this is that you can create tags for these cards. Let's say I wanted to do capital. So I would say, capital of UK, which I believe is London. I could add this to capitals. Right? And I could add a reverse card here. And so now it's created this tag. And so anytime I wanted to find cards related to that particular tag, which will become relevant later, I can do that by just searching for that particular tag. I'm also going to link here a video to how to make other cards, which you can find in the show notes. If you're a medical student or a doctor preparing for either the USMLEs or COMLEX or one of your medical board exams, then be sure to sign up for our free 14-step program where we'll walk you through the most efficient ways for you to improve your score in a short period of time. And if you're interested in getting there faster, be sure to book a free call with our team where we'll break down what it is that's holding you back and, if it makes sense, explain how it is that we can help you to get there more efficiently.